Okay, the next thing, the gallery page. Sometimes one can fiddle and futz and hem and haw over pictures here and then change it in and out, so forth. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. About page, let's see. I don't imagine this is going to be a very big deal. Go to My American Dream page. All right, on here, this is going to be changed quite a bit. We're going to do an iframe, I think, to have the podcast inside of an iframe, then your clothing line, and a couple of other things. And let's see, it's the fitness classes, the iframe to the podcast, and the clothing line. Maybe that's it. One, two, three. As I'm speaking this through verbally, it's becoming more clear and better, shall I say. So there's always a question in this kind of work. This kind of work meaning we know there's going to be three things in this page at least: an iframe or some representation of the podcast, something about fitness classes, and then a link through or some interface into the clothing. We know that. And to do, let's say, an iframe of the podcast, then a link to just a straight up link to the YouTube videos for training classes, and then a link to the eBay clothing line thing. That $100, not a problem, not a problem at all. Boom, boom, boom. If you go back and forth and futz three, four, five times, then maybe you get into $35 an hour. And again, I'm not worried with you, so I hope I didn't come across like there's something concerning here. No, I'm very, very confident. All right, we'll go to the contact page. Now, that being said, I just want to go over this dynamic of what tends to happen, so that we can be as seamless as possible when we roll forward. And that's how you become successful, both as the web developer, me, and as the, uh, you know, as you. All right, contact page. We're gonna set up, I think, Anna Enright at what is it? The citizenship U.S. citizenship program.org, and you can use Google Gmail, which I highly, highly recommend, to handle that email address. Versus you can set it up through the domain hosting package and it's a Mickey Mouse thing. So I highly recommend going through Google. Now, last time I set up Google emails for domains was 3 to 4 months ago. The point is, sometimes complexity can come in. They've changed the rules a little bit, and then here's what I'm going to do. If I get into that, I'm just going to say, Anya, I had to spend 3 hours on setting up the email for the domain, and I'm sure you're going to, you're the kind of person I don't have to worry about. Next, next issue. Okay, so the contact page, the user goes through here and hits the send button. And there's ways that you can frustrate spam. So if you don't do anything to frustrate spam and you start to promote your website, you will get people who come in here hired by a marketer and your spam folder, your inbox will be filled up. And so there'll be a need to to frustrate that. And some people are going with no contact form at all, and you contact me by going to my Facebook page or LinkedIn or something. So that could be a whole discussion in and of itself. I don't think it's that big of a deal. My sense is just go ahead, set this up, and roll with it. So anyway, those are the issues. Talk to you soon.